When darkness cloaks the hidden corners of history, there exists a secretive world, quietly operating in silence. It is a realm inhabited by nameless spies and confidential missions written in blood and secrecy. Behind every powerful government lies an invisible intelligence network working tirelessly in the shadows to protect national security, sometimes crossing ethical boundaries and disregarding the very laws they claim to uphold. Yet, even the most brilliant spies make mistakes, and each error can lead to devastating consequences, altering the destiny of an entire nation. Let's embark on a journey to explore the 10 most shocking espionage scandals in human history. Stories where the truth is more thrilling than any spy movie you've ever seen. Beneath the glamorous facade of power and politics lies a hidden, mysterious world, the domain of intelligence agencies. Born from shadows, these organizations bear the ultimate responsibility of preventing silent threats that lurk around national security. They operate covertly, gather even the smallest fragments of information, and stand ready to undertake the most dangerous missions to protect their country's interests. Especially in the 20th century, as humanity entered an unprecedented era of technological advancement, the espionage game became more complex than ever. Today's spies wield cutting-edge tools, but face challenges previously unimaginable. Yet, even the most meticulously crafted plans are not immune to fatal flaws. And it's precisely these failures that have unveiled explosive secrets to the world. What are these scandals? Who is behind these dramatic failed plots? The answers might just astonish you. Iran, the mass assassinations by MOIS. Under Tehran's tranquil night skies in the aftermath of the 1979 revolution, the Iranian people believed the dark era of Savak's brutal regime had ended forever. But unknown to them, lurking in the shadows, was another sinister organization, MOIS, quietly inheriting the ruthless traits of its predecessor. MOIS, the new intelligence arm of Ayatollah Khomeini's regime, was created to protect the fragile new government at any cost, even if it meant bloodshed. Those labeled enemies of the revolution swiftly became targets. Between the 1980s and 1990s, Iran plunged into a terrifying period marked by the mysterious disappearance and suspicious deaths of intellectuals, courageous writers, and political activists who dared speak out. At its peak, from 1988 to 1998, approximately 80 political and cultural figures fell victim to the bullets and blades of MOIS. No one was safe. Nowhere was far enough to escape the agency's terrifying grasp. Voices calling for freedom were silenced in chilling secrecy. Everything dramatically changed in November 1998, when a rapid series of assassinations occurred within just 2 days, claiming the lives of opposition party leader Dariush Forouhar, his wife, and 3 writers critical of Ayatollah Khomeini. These horrific murders sent shockwaves across Iran and the international community. Unable to conceal the truth any longer, the regime was forced to acknowledge MOIS as the mastermind behind these brutal killings. Saeed Imami, a powerful figure within MOIS, was arrested as a scapegoat. However, less than a year later, Imami was found dead in prison, officially declared a suicide. Public opinion and observers strongly doubted this account, believing Imami was permanently silenced to protect MOIS's darkest secrets and the high-ranking officials who ordered the assassinations. The mass assassinations by MOIS not only stole dozens of lives, but also left a deep scar in Iran's modern history, a painful reminder that justice remains elusive and the truth sometimes darker than anyone could have imagined. Thailand, ISOC, and the assassination plot against the Prime Minister. In the heart of Bangkok in 2006, amidst suffocating political tensions, a shocking conspiracy unfolded quietly to assassinate the sitting Prime Minister, Thaksin Shinawatra. Known as one of Thailand's most scandalous political and espionage incidents, the plot was orchestrated by ISOC, the Internal Security Operations Command, a military intelligence agency founded in 1966, with U.S. backing to counter communist influence in Southeast Asia. Following the Vietnam War, even after U.S. withdrawal, ISOC endured, becoming an influential yet secretive force controlled by the Thai military. In August 2006, Prime Minister Thaksin was under increasing pressure from military opponents. One night, security forces discovered a suspicious vehicle parked near Thaksin's residence. Inside, they found 67 kilograms of powerful explosives capable of leveling an entire city block. The subsequent investigation led directly to an unexpected and influential figure, General Palap Pinmani, then Deputy Director of ISOC. The revelation stunned the nation. Confronted with the accusations, General Palap coolly denied involvement with an ominous and defiant response. "If I were behind this plot, Thaksin would not have survived." This statement intensified public suspicion, raising fears that ISOC had been compromised to execute a covert coup. The assassination attempt failed due to an unexpected leak from within ISOC itself. Several lower-ranking officers, unwilling to participate in the conspiracy, secretly alerted Thai police, averting the disaster. This severely damaged ISOC's credibility. Yet, astonishingly, a few weeks later, in September 2006, the Thai military successfully staged a coup, overthrowing Thaksin Shinawatra's government. Germany, BND, spying on Afghanistan's Ministry of Commerce. One morning in 2006 in Kabul, as the sun rose above the mountains surrounding Afghanistan's capital, officials at the Ministry of Commerce and Industry were completely unaware that their conversations, emails, and deepest national secrets were being stolen and transmitted directly to Berlin, thousands of kilometers away. Hidden within the ministry's computer network was a sophisticated spyware virus, quietly operating like a digital phantom. No one could have suspected that behind this bold intrusion was Germany's renowned intelligence agency, the BND, famous for its highly effective and secretive information gathering. For months, the BND collected thousands of internal emails, classified trade agreements, and even national strategies trusted to remain secret by the Afghan government. However, the espionage operation was abruptly exposed when an Afghan technician stumbled upon suspicious traces in the computer system. News spread rapidly, plunging Kabul into anger and profound betrayal. Afghanistan harshly condemned Germany, feeling painfully betrayed by an ally they had trusted implicitly. The scandal sparked a severe diplomatic crisis between the two nations. Back in Germany, public outrage erupted, raising serious ethical and legal questions about the BND's operations. People questioned whether a national intelligence agency had the right to violate international norms by infiltrating an ally's network. Under mounting pressure, the German government urgently sent high-ranking representatives to Kabul to diffuse tensions, pledging that all illegally collected data had been destroyed and issuing a formal apology. Yet, the emotional scars remained, a stark reminder that even the closest alliances might not be entirely trustworthy. Since then, the image of the BND and Germany on the international stage has changed. A shadow of suspicion lingers, prompting the unsettling question: how many other secrets remain hidden, and can international friendships ever be fully trusted? Australia, the Hilton Hotel bombing in Sydney, 1978. One night in February 1978, in the heart of Sydney, as the lights of the Hilton Hotel still glowed and the heads of Commonwealth nations had just gone to sleep, a sudden, deafening explosion tore through the calm night, shattering the silence and igniting one of the greatest mysteries in Australian history. The bomb had been planted in a trash bin right outside the Hilton, killing 2 sanitation workers and a police officer, while injuring dozens more. In a matter of seconds, the high-profile Commonwealth heads of government meeting became the center of global attention, not for political decisions, but for a chilling question. Who was behind this brutal attack? The investigation proceeded swiftly, and a suspect was soon identified. But what shocked the Australian public even more were the explosive claims made by a government scientist. He alleged that ASIO, the Australian Security Intelligence Organization, had secretly coerced him into building 2 bombs, one of which was used in the Hilton attack. The revelation sent shockwaves across the nation. ASIO, once trusted as the shield protecting national security, was now being accused of orchestrating a terrorist act on home soil. But why would an intelligence agency carry out an attack in the center of its own city? Multiple sources suggested that the Hilton Hotel bombing was, in fact, a false flag operation ordered by the Australian government and executed by ASIO to instill fear among the public and justify expanding the powers of the police and security services. The theory sparked widespread outrage, with civil groups and citizens across the country demanding a transparent public inquiry, but the Australian government coldly rejected these calls. They denied all accusations, dismissing them as baseless conspiracy theories. The case was quietly closed, never receiving a clear resolution, leaving the Australian people haunted by a lingering fear and a painful question. Could those entrusted with protecting us have been the ones who orchestrated the terror? From that moment on, the Hilton Hotel bombing remained one of modern Australia's greatest unanswered questions, a grim reminder that sometimes the truth can be far more terrifying than the bomb that exploded on that fateful night. China, the double agent, Larry Wu Tai-chin. In the shadowy world of espionage between the U.S. and China during the Cold War, one name loomed like a ghost within the corridors of the CIA: Larry Wu Tai-chin. Chin was not your ordinary spy. He was perhaps the most successful double agent ever deployed by the Ministry of State Security, MSS, China's powerful intelligence agency, embedded right in the heart of America's most secretive institution. Born in Beijing, Chin started off modestly as a translator for the U.S. consulate in Shanghai. But during the early years of the Cold War, he was recruited into the CIA, thanks to his exceptional language skills and keen intellect. He quickly earned the agency's trust. What the CIA didn't know was that from the very beginning, Chin had already sworn loyalty to the MSS. For 35 long years, Chin lived a double life. By day, he was a respected CIA analyst with access to America's most sensitive files on Asia. By night, he carefully passed along every piece of valuable intelligence to Beijing, from diplomatic strategies to military plans, from Vietnam War secrets to sensitive back-channel talks between the U.S. and China during the Nixon era. Chin leaked it all with alarming accuracy and speed. No one suspected him. He lived modestly, spoke little, and never made a single mistake. He was so effective that the CIA even awarded him honors for outstanding service. But no matter how perfect the secret, all masks eventually fall. In 1985, an unexpected tip from an insider prompted a quiet but intense FBI investigation. Soon, the horrifying truth surfaced. The man they had trusted the most was, in fact, the most dangerous traitor they had ever faced. Chin was arrested immediately, shaking the entire U.S. intelligence community to its core. At trial, Larry Chin calmly confessed to all charges. He claimed he had done everything to promote peace and reconciliation between the U.S. and China, a strange justification that only deepened the public's anger and confusion. Before the trial could conclude, in 1986, Chin ended his own life in prison, taking countless secrets with him to the grave. Though Larry Wu Tai Chin is gone, the consequences of his 30-plus years of espionage still haunt U.S. intelligence to this day, a bitter reminder that even the most well-guarded secrets can be stolen by the person you least suspect. This was part 1 of our series on the top 10 most shocking spy scandals in world history. If you found this intriguing, please give us a like, leave a comment, and don't hesitate to ask any questions you may have about these stories. Thank you for watching all the way to the end.